It's a beautiful day back at the playground, and we've built some epic stuff under this tree canopy, which doesn't feel like the playground at all. It's kind of new. It helped yesterday with the rain. We've got 9 really nice flowy rollers, this kind of pump rhythm section. And then the ice cube, this nollie block feature, which we love. Hasn't been ridden yet, there's no tire marks on that. I'm excited to see a front tire mark there for one of you boys today. So now it's drying up, one of you is going to ride this, correct?
Yep. And
we're building the big line, so the next feature, as you know, has to hip and land down in that huge hill, which is the big speed multiplier. And it's going to be quite straightforward, I think. We need to build a takeoff, which is going to look fairly regular. Can you hear them bleeping? I don't know who this probably Urky. And then landing here. So there's no two ways about this. We need to hip, land in this massive hill. So today that's going to be turned into the biggest landing at the whole playground. I think the takeoff we should make about sort of nipple height, so I can do tricks on it, but you boys aren't too perturbed about riding the thing. And then, as you can imagine, the next jump is going to be sensationally massive, because you've already got quite a high amount of speed before you even drop into here. But I've explained that enough. I just love that we've got this elevation change at the playground to work with. It makes the big line less threatening, because you get to ride a really flowy, potentially the easiest jump section we've built before entering into the hardest. And I like that kind of juxtaposition of difficulty. Is that the right word for it? I can't believe if I put that in a YouTube video, I'm stoked. Good old dictionary. We have the same issue that we can't get dirt to the top of this hill with the dumper truck. So we've been using the muck truck down there, which is really helpful. The problem with the dumper is the engine is in the back, and when it's full of dirt at the front, you've got a good balance, you can come up this steep hill. As soon as you tip the dirt out, the engine in the rear weighs so much that it will actually roll backwards, big backwards roll, and take your spine with it. But if I fill it to the top, we'll tip half at the top and leave half in as ballast to kind of back down, and then tip the half down there. So we're going to do half runs, and we'll get the muck truck going at the same time. Big earth moving. So we're going to build a hip step down. Let's do the takeoff first as the build laps, and then work out roughly where to put the landing. We don't know where, but it'll be big. Let's go, build laps. Jamie's a legend, isn't he? Look at it! I mean, there's a few things I'd have done differently, but he's done really, really well. It looks so cool. It's just the same width as the landing before. It's as described, nipple height. That's where mine are right now.
Yeah, nice.
I've been on holiday, so they dropped a bit, but I'm going to try and get them back up. But it's perfect, isn't it? I kind of wish we built the takeoff further this way, because then the landing could have been more amongst the hill. But right now, we may have to cut the landing back, but the most important thing is to watch you ride this feature again, please, the previous one. Okay. So I can get a sense of speed, because I've got no idea where to put the landing. And look, Digger's down there waiting. If you jump that, I'll be able to watch how much speed you come in, and I'll be able to visualise where to put the landing.
How am I going to stop?
I just really wish I could ride, because I'd be able to... Everything we've done in the whole playground, we've pretty much nailed first go. Oh, how are you going to stop?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a proper legend, you'd actually go just brakeless and land wherever you're going to land, and I'd build the landing there.
Well, I'm a legend, but I don't have legend ankles.
I wish you brought your BMX. Jamie's stretching. Are you sore? Yeah. Can you imagine how much that landing is? That next landing will be to pat in.
Oh my god.
It's going to be 40 metres long. Go on, put a tire mark on this, Ben.
On what?
This. Ride it. I just need to see you do it once. Just jump this. If you want to put a tire mark on this, I'd be stoked to see on my bike.
But how are you going to gauge?
You'll be able to. The thing is with that takeoff, it's low enough that you could push through it or pull up on it. So as long as I put the landing close enough that you guys don't case, as long as you clear it, I know that someone who's going faster will be able to pull up and go to the moon, like 9-iron, do you remember?
Yeah.
It like works to go really low off, but if you work the roller beforehand, you can blast that thing. This is a different kettle of fish because the landing's going to be so long and the next jump's going to be so gargantuanly almighty, but I just need to witness you pleasantly cruise through this so I can get a sense of what needs to be done, please.
Okay, and you don't need me to go off the end of it?
No. I just need to see you jump.
Okay.
I'm not having you on, it's so important to see. I haven't ridden any of this.
I believe you.
I'm flying dark and I'm about to get in a machine for probably 6 hours. I don't want to put it all in the wrong place. Ride. You did well to stop. You did really well to stop.
Oh, I'm really sorry, Jamie.
Yeah, this is all I can look at.
Oh, I'm really sorry, Jamie.
I feel like crying. That's okay.
And there's no time mark on this.
No time mark.
What do you mean no time mark?
You're supposed to bonk it with one of the wheels. Can he go again? Does he have permission to go again?
Well, he's ruined it now, so he might as well.
Do you want to do it in the muck truck?
I don't know if my brain can process doing that many things that quick.
Just extend
I landed
your legs.
like,
Don't do the front wheel for everyone's sake, for the sake of you being able to film videos for the next 6 months. Do the back wheel, just extend your legs.
Or just go like that.
No, that's you what? You look like a cucumber.
Well, that's what I'm going to look like in the air.
Bolt your legs straight in midair. You are going fast. I think the landing could be. Oh, let me watch you once more.
How can you gauge? I don't even
It's so
understand.
easy. It's just.
Oh yeah,
you
you're
can.
so cool.
Put a bonk on it. Oh! You bonked everything. That's the good one.
What's that?
That's your front wheel, I think. We need a slow motion.
Is that manual?
That's the rear tyre.
Yeah, so you kind of like bonked it and then it like bounce bonked. That could have been your front wheel. We need a slow-mo. Okay, I know where the landing needs to go, I think. Let me show you now.
So I don't need to go again?
No, I'm going to get in the digger. And I think, Ben,
yes,
to you, Jamie, we're going to put the centre of the landing about there. That is by far, by some significant margin, the biggest landing we've built at the playground. And honestly, it's the biggest landing I've ever built. It's very rare you have a landing on top of a hill that meets flush with the hill. So we've harnessed all of this mountain. It's not, is it? It's a small grass hill at Helper Hills. We've harnessed the hill, the mound, and turned it into a I want to get a tape measure on it. It's got to be 50 foot long. It's so big. Look at my bike on it. It's just big. It's massive. And it was made so easy by using the digger. We've built other landings here where we'd have had to cut all of that out by hand. Those days are numbered now. I'm injured. But we've got another important news announcement to bring you. And that news is we have a name for the entire line so far and the features. And that name has come from two people, Steese and that sheriff guy. Sorry if more of you commented it, but it's the Outback. Firstly, because of its position at the playground, it's out the back. Secondly, because this looked like sand dunes to those guys. They said, why don't you go for a desert outback theme? This could be the sand dunes. But we're going to take their name, their title, and apply it very differently to help more people get involved. So, the outback is great, the desert is great. And then Ben and I said, what a shame that there's not 8 or 10 rollers in this section, there's 9. Because if there was 8 or 10, it could have been 4 camels or 5 camels, right? They have 2 humps. Then Ben said, hang on. There's an animal, which, what is it in French?
Dromadaire.
Dromadaire. He said it's a camel with 1 hump. And we Googled it, and it is. In English, it's dromedary?
Dromedary, yeah.
The dromedary. So this top section of 9 rollers is called the 4 camels on the dromedary. Which is 9 humps. So we've got the 4 camels on the dromedary, which is desert/outback themed, apt for the location. But wouldn't it be better for everyone to get involved if we didn't take the desert theme, because the whole point of a desert is there's nothing in it, so we're not going to come up with many names, are we, other than sand dunes. Let's go hard after the animal theme, so all of you aspiring zoologists out there can get more involved. This is clearly called the armadillo. We've got that one, look at it. It reeks of an armadillo. And now we've finished this hip, and doesn't this section look lovely, by the way? The 4 camels on the dromedary, the armadillo. What are we going to call this, animal enthusiasts? The more desert theme the better, but we don't really care. There's nothing more suited to getting more comments from mental people like Ben than an animal theme. The 4 camels and the dromedary. So I'd like you guys to now ride the 4 camels on the dromedary, jump over or use the armadillo, and then test this new hip and give me a rough sense of speed. I mean, you were going to plummet.
What?
It's just going to be so fast. No, like you have to go down. There's no choice.
Oh, right.
The speed. I think you could overshoot, but that's fine because there's plenty of landing. So give me that camera, please, and go and gear up. Put on your Saudi robe and get over those 4 camels and the dromedary. Is it soft? It looks a little soft from the rain. You guys have never tested a proper dirt jump here, have you? You've helped build them and then just watched on as I suss it out, figure it out, and then you say, what's the speed, Matt? How does it work?
And it's a right hip, which we don't like.
Well, neither of you.
We're left hip boys.
Right's my favourite.
Good for you, mate.
It does look amazing. Such a big landing. The next jump's going to be massive. The big line is really the big line now. Get up there.
Jamie says it's really soft.
Okay, that's a good thing for crashing, a bad thing for speed.
Awesome. Here we go. Oh, she's soft.
Get it, Ben. Get it, Ben. Get it, Ben. You'd get that so easily. The Aussie viewers are stoked on Ben riding the Outback.
Mate, that's actually quite scary.
Just because it's so blind.
Instant. It's right after that.
I know, I remember you requested, you said if we build a proper jump here, can we have plenty of bomb hole? And there was none. We had no choice, the hill was here. So to weaponise the hill and build a landing on it, this is where it had to go.
Yeah.
And honestly, your speed looked great. If anything, you may overshoot.
Yeah, I'm just a bit wobbly. I'm a wobbly guy.
I think people at home will be able to see, but when you stand here, you've got the lights bad. You've got takeoff, landing, and then just an abyss behind. You can't actually see over that cliff, and it is a big cliff. Go on, Jamie, get in the Outback.
Howdy, Jameson.
Come on, Jameson. 1 camel, 2 camel, 3 camel, 4 dromedary. Oh, I thought. What are you doing? Did your brake not work? You would have double flipped if you had more speed. You could have done a double flip. What are you doing? You alright, boy?
Yeah, I'm alright.
It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. You were so far over your back tyre trying to make stopping power. Honestly, if you went with that with more speed, you'd have double flipped.
I should have just gone with it then, shouldn't I?
Definitely. Look at everyone investigating. I wish I was riding so much. Because honestly, it's not that scary.
I want to watch you do it.
Yeah.
This line looks so sick up top. I guess neither of you are going to use the armadillo today.
Probably not.
He's sleeping.
I almost died last time I used it.
You smashed it with every wheel. Don't start stamping on it like it's going to change anything. That's where you went. You were over there, mate.
That's my foot.
Don't go patting in the middle line.
He wants a left hip.
I want to get out,
that's all he wants. Well, you're going to have a big one after this, because that's going to be
You need to get there first.
Yeah, you need to get there first, but don't double flip that one. Get up there. The race is on. First over the hip gets to keep their job.
I was going to hand my notice in anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, can you do it after you've jumped the hip? Thanks. What would you have written? I'm sorry, Matt, the way you name jumps now is just too confusing.
Hey, Matt.
I'm fed up of putting mammals on the screen.
It's too difficult working for you and being French. I can't deal with it anymore.
Language barrier.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk to jump that hip.
Oh my god.
I would like to build a line all inspired after French things.
That would be cool.
Like we could build a huge monologue called the baguette,
Le
yeah.
fromage.
La brie, la camembert.
La brique.
Le brick. Oh, sorry, that was Dutch.
La brique means the brick.
That's
That could have been called La brique.
If we build a spine, Le Tour de Eiffel! If we build an on-off feature, L'Arc de Triomphe!
We didn't have to pronounce them like that. La Tour d'Eiffel!
What's the pyramid in Paris? Le Louvre!
That's the only one you said right.
Which is your favourite camel? You've never been asked that, have you? You've got a thing for the dromedary.
Yeah.
Jamie, are you more of a two humps man or a single hump?
My hump.
2 humps.
You like the twist? Your favourite camel then?
Probably the 2 middle ones.
Yeah, the ones you doubled before Ben.
Yeah.
Get over the hip, please. I'm nervous for them. Go on, Ben. Have it, mate. Have it, mate. Oh yeah, boy! Oh yeah!
Oh my god! Whoa! Whoa, that is sick. Oh, my heart's beating so fast.
Yes!
Whoa!
You landed brilliantly!
Oh my god!
Lad, what does this feel like? Exceptional.
Like a ski slope.
Imagine the next jump.
Oh my god, you're bombing.
The next jump's gonna be fierce. You're gonna do like some weird patting ritual.
Thank you, mate. That was pretty emotional, actually.
Is Jamie running the chesty? Look, he landed mint and was the first to ride down this giant ski slalom.
You ready to see a huge case or a massive overshoot?
He spread the difference and did perfect. Get it? That was really exceptional. You did well there. I told you I can eyeball the size of jumps.
Yeah.
And I even did it for your benefit.
All it was is what you said just before dropping in, just saying chill.
Yeah.
It's so important.
Because the racer, you could get yourself in the right spot to bother if you start pushing down, pulling up, landing deep here.
But it does mean that when it's dry, you'll actually be able to like...
Exactly, like the 9 iron, it works to go low, but this will work to go really high.
But
really high.
I 100% think, and I think you'll agree when you ride it, that needs to be a bit more that way, honestly.
What does that way mean? You just did this with your hand? Oh, push it, make it smaller. Yeah, okay.
Or smaller or more, or closer.
But did you notice in the comments a lot of people said that roller, the back of it, is too steep, which could help iron out some of the speed problem where you're having to compress. But yeah, if we pull the landing back to about here, then it just makes this feature more relaxed.
It's just for the amateurs. When you land here, if you're landing a bit like squirrely, you're just, that's
it's
it.
instant.
You're like, seatbelts on.
Strap, buckle up, boy.
Buckle up, boy.
Get it, Jamie. Come on. Just chill, relax, relax. Yeah, Jamie! Come on! Oh my god! You're going so fast! Yes, mate.
Oh my god.
Boss!
It's not actually that stressful.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
But we can build such a big jump here. This is a perfect area for a monster. I just actually want to get on with it now. We've got the digger and dumper on high still. I might start right now. Put your arms up. Yeah, I think we make the lip almost as tall as your fingers, even with this hill here. It has to be. If we don't make it steep, you're going to land in mainline. We want to go that way. It needs to be so steep. It does mean that the Nomad jump will never be used again, but we'll leave it here to pay homage to what once was. Well done, boys. Thank you for testing the jumps. We needed you. But you both greased it. Good effort. Legends. What's the pyramid in Paris? Le Louvre!